Hey everybody, I'm Mike.
They're on Bob.
That's Metal Bob, and this is Metal Board Game Rundown. Welcome to Whiskey Wednesday. It is Winter Storm Edition once again. I'll go back to the less distracting one because that apparently eats up a lot of RAM and it distorts the image for me. But for most of you, or some of you on the East Coast, Midwest, you're going to be slammed with snow this weekend. Welcome.
To our hell. Oh.
Yeah, I know, right? We got it last week. We got 16 inches, like just last Wednesday
That's a
and
lot of
Thursday.
inches, I've been told.
And then we got maybe 3 or 4 more over the weekend. And this is supposed to skip right past us. It's supposed to be like Indianapolis and south. It really looks like the Kentucky kind of West Virginia belt is going to get absolutely destroyed. They're talking up to what's up, Jazz? Up to 2 feet in some areas. So if you are in those areas, hopefully you got your bread and milk because otherwise it's probably gone already. I honestly never understood like the rush for bread and milk when it storms, but whatever.
Because you want to have something to eat and drink before
Yeah.
you get snowed in and you can't leave.
I mean there's other foods you could get, I guess. Like why is it just bread and milk? You can't even combine them to make one meal, you know?
You never had milk toast?
No. Uh, or rum
Because some of
ham.
your ideas are pretty milk toast.
Yeah. Get yourself some rum and ham. That way you can.
Those are great together.
Yeah, I don't know. Go to your local FLGS, pick up some of these games we're going to talk about
Now you're
tonight.
talking.
Yeah, get yourself something to do while you're stuck at home. Yeah, going for alcohol is definitely a good idea. I'm with you
Keeps you
there.
warm.
Speaking of alcohol, Bob, you drinking anything interesting over there?
I am. I figured it's time for some hard truth.
Oh, ooh.
Yeah. It even has a
The
very
hard.
satisfying boop. I don't know if you can hear
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
I need to. I actually need to make a recording of that sound and like
Ooh.
add it to our Whiskey Wednesday
Boop.
intro,
Yeah.
and then the pour. Yeah. Chance.
What are you
Well, for
drinking?
sure, Tim is going to be late. There's a chance he may not make it. He's started a position at a new company a few weeks back. He's out of town for some trainings and they have some kind of dinner tonight. He has no idea when that's going to end, but you don't just bolt out of a company dinner.
Yeah.
Who
He's
knows
also
what
had
kind of
some
why?
alleged internet issues at the hotel. So
Yeah, he was going to join the full
full
42
42.
on Monday,
Yep.
but that same internet is going to apply tonight, meaning
Yep.
probably not going to make it. So you get the Mike and Bob show tonight.
You're welcome. What are you drinking on?
I'm drinking
Looks
Michter's
dark.
Rye with
Okay.
old fashioned mix. I
Okay.
have really fancied myself an old fashioned here lately. Not a thing that I really ever even tried until we started doing this show. And I'm like, I better explore more whiskeys and I better explore different ways to mix them.
So you're
So
trying to say the old fashioned is new to you?
I am saying that. Absolutely. It's a good mixture. I just don't like to like take good whiskey and dilute it with a whole bunch of Coke. The old
Yeah.
fashions tend to be strong, and I think they bring out more of whiskey's actual flavor.
Whiskey.
Yeah. So, um, I guess we can get into some channel news before we jump right into this topic. Because if we start before 15 minutes, people are like, "What? They started already?" Uh,
We would be late and then early on top of it.
yeah, yeah. So topic though, before we jump into it, we have a convention local to us coming next weekend. It is February, January 31st, Saturday, Sunday, February 1st, Sunday. I said Sunday twice. I should
You
drink
did.
more.
It's Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, Saturday and Sunday, the 31st and the 1st. It's called Popicon, And this will be the 4th year. We have been for the last 3. Um, Last year we had a booth actually, and we're not going to have a booth this year because we're going to save a little bit of money and still be there and play games for 2 days.
Yep.
So, not a very big convention. I'd say they probably sell maybe 300 badges. That might be high. But the venue is pretty cool. It's called the Century Center. It's in downtown South Bend. There's a lot of
Very
nice
cool.
restaurants around there.
It's a very cool building.
Um, yeah, very cool building, kind of old school, sort of has a little bit of a like 70s feel to it.
So you're
And
saying it's dated?
no, it's not a bad building at all, actually.
Mm-mm.
Right there by the weekend. Looks like Jasmine's going to be there. So we're going to be playing games all weekend. If you're in the area or if you want to be in the area, um, Bob and I's houses are the indie designer Airbnbs. So if you need a spot to crash, we have those options available. You can come play games with us.
Yep.
And that's what we're going to
IRL.
do. Yeah, IRL, exactly. If Tim can't make it and we bust through this list pretty quick, we may actually play some non-IRL games on BGA when we're done. So we'll see what happens.
True story.
And with that said, let's talk about some crap that's going to be on the channel or is on the channel
Mm-hmm.
already. Yesterday, we launched our Magical Athlete Play. Um, Really, really fun racing game from CYMK that came out last year. We do have a review, but that's not going to come out till at least next week. It may be the week after. You'll also notice we put out a play of Goats and Goblins on Sunday. That review's coming out really soon. Um, yeah. So other than that, I know you and Tim were slightly quasi maybe talking about going to Gamma.
We did semi quasi talk about that. That would be pretty cool. I'm not sure if it's going to happen. I'd say more unlikely than likely, but there's still a chance. So
There
don't
you go.
rule it out. Also, I was on the full 42 with the Googs on Monday. So if you had a chance to go over and watch that replay, it was a fun conversation that we had and BS'd for a while. And then we played a little bit of Can't Stop. So,
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah, that was something we considered doing on our show tonight was just BSing, but that might be an option for the near future.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah. So that said, I still almost think it's too early to jump into the topic.
It's
Why?
very
Well,
early.
you started so early. I
Yeah.
missed
Well,
half of them.
you know what we need to do though, Mike, is we should let people know that we have a sponsor. Not just
Oh
any
my,
sponsor. We have an awesome sponsor who makes made in the USA products for all of your like shirt needs, for your advertising for your business, for your banners you might want at conventions, table covers, all types of stuff. Mike, roll it.
you know who might say it better than Bob? The sponsor themselves.
Get your games noticed with help from Lawhorn Design. Eye-catching backdrops, banners, table covers, signage, and much, much more. All shipped directly to you or your next big show. Fast, reliable rush orders are always available to keep you prepared and professional. Contact Lawhorn Design today for all your creative marketing, branding, website, and event display needs.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Also the top 100 rolls on. Video with 61 through 70 will come out this week, which means we got to record more ASAP because after this week we don't have any more recorded.
I have a thought on that. So, I mean, seeing as Tim is, MIA at the moment, and it's going to be difficult to film another one, what if we did the next top 10 live on Whiskey Wednesday?
I'm not opposed.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how long he's gone. I figure he'll be back like at the end of the week.
Sure, but we have stuff to do Sunday already.
We have stuff to do Sunday. I just figure if we do that Monday night or Thursday night, I can still
Put it up
get
like
that
Friday.
out by Friday.
Okay,
Yes.
it's just a thought I had that so I thought about, what if we did one tonight, but then Tim's questionable status, and then also we don't want to put out 10 before the other 10 is out. You know what I mean?
I'm
60 before 50.
I kind of want to keep them all like pre-recorded, but
okay, it's
I
fine.
don't know.
It's fine.
I'll consider it. And maybe
we've been using this format, so that's why I figured,
we do use this format. I know it's very true. It's very true. Are you talking about a Whiskey Wednesday or a different night of the week?
No, Whiskey Wednesday.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe we do. The only problem is sometimes we lose views on live stuff. Like when we have really good, if you didn't know how the algorithm works, it favors the stuff that you pre-record and put in your video section. Now, don't get me wrong, we love the views that we get on our live stuff, but when you have a really good, like we've never had 1,000 views on a live video, but we've gotten several thousand views on our top 100 videos before. So it's like, okay, do we sacrifice views for the sake of live entertainment?
That darn algorithm.
That darn algorithm. Trust me.
Screw Al Gore and his
if we
isms.
stream just our top 10 live, like that might be a lot of fun.
Right.
But we could sacrifice several hundred views. So I don't know. It's something to consider.
All right. We'll talk
the live videos are long. She's not wrong. I guess we have to do it without Tim.
Yeah.
Then it won't be so long.
I know, because here we are like quarter after. We're like, well, I guess we're ready to get in our list because we don't have Tim to sit there and talk for 15 minutes about who knows what.
Well, we also don't have a guest. That tends to extend the intro like to 20, 30 minutes too.
How about what they have going on and all that?
Yeah. Which, by the way, we need to get some people on here soon. So that'll happen shortly.
Yeah. I thought maybe
okay, so it's games that we're going to take to Popicon and hopefully play. Bob, was there really anything that like you steered towards on this list?
So all I did was I walked around all of my collection and I was like, I'm taking that, made a list of about 13, 15 games that are going to be in my bags when I go. And then I started at one and say, this is the one I want to play the most, and went backwards.
Yeah, I realized I was really basically picking a personal hotness list. Like, if I were to rank like all the games I want to play like right now, this is what I ended up with. Most of them fairly new or games I've been putting in my bag a lot lately. Most of these are shorter because I don't know, something about like when I'm at a convention, I don't always want to be tied to one game for too long.
Right.
But I have a couple longer ones mixed in here that if I get somebody that says they'd play, I'd jump on it.
Yeah, I have a couple that could last 60 to 90 minutes, but for the most part, they're all under an hour.
I have 1 2.5 hour game on here.
Good Lord.
Well, I played it again recently and it's an all-time fave and I just couldn't help myself. So you need to play it. We'll get to it shortly,
not
though.
Playing Concordia, Mike. Get over it.
It's not Concordia. That's only 90 minutes.
Okay.
But that's a good idea. Hold on. Let me switch out.
Let me change my list.
All right. We've dilly-dallied enough.
We dillied the dally.
We dillied the dally. So now let's dally the dilly. Let's get silly with number 10. I don't know what it is about Tim's face in that number 10. It makes me laugh. Like, it's the most serious I think I've ever seen Tim's face.
It's just because he has a funny face.
Well, there's that. I kind of want to play. know what it is. It's like a half smirk, but like I wish I wasn't doing this smirk. I don't know.
Yep.
It's funny to me.
Anyways,
Anyways,
spicy. Anyways,
he
my
is anybody else out there? We're only getting comments from Jasmine. Somebody please let us know you're there. We do have one like. A couple more thumbs
Bueller.
would be good.
Bueller.
Hey, there's
Hey,
Donnie. Donnie
Donnie.
comes through in the clutch. Appreciate you, buddy.
It's
All
an
right. Just
82 Honda. How dare you? Oh. I don't know if you've
just
seen huh?
checking. Just checking.
Yeah. I don't know if you've seen Employee of the Month there, Donnie. I'm not sure. I always get the year wrong, but Dax Shepard is freaking hilarious in that movie.
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
Oh,
I didn't even think
must be
about
in
it.
trouble.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What you got?
All right. Oh yeah, it's me. Number 10. I was doing a thing. So my number 10. We reviewed this game recently, and I believe the correct statement about it is the less hyped but better game from a friend of the show, Twinkle Twinkle. Do love me some Twinkle Twinkle. I'm gonna have this guy in my box. Haven't got the chance to play it since we did our review, and so yeah, it plays in about 20 to 30 minutes. Like it says, it's pretty accurate, and it's beautiful with the acrylic tiles. I want to play it again, so I'm gonna take it with me.
Nice. Yeah, that's a good choice. I've been playing this one quite a bit on Board Game Arena. I really, really like this one on there. It's got a
Nice.
great implementation. Plays fast, lot to think about. And I really like the replayability on this. There's a lot of different ways to score when you add in that expansion.
Mm-hmm.
Although, now that I've played this a bunch, I have not been able to beat the Constellation strategy. It feels very strong.
Okay.
Very strong. Like I've tried to play by going with more asteroids and more comets, more satellites, but man, if I
Just
get like
pure
two,
stars.
if I go, well, you can't really go all stars because, like, people are going to start grabbing up stars eventually. It's going to happen. I'm trying to find the scoring board so I can have a visual while I talk about this specific part. But basically, constellations. Okay, you can see part of it here. Score the number of constellations of 2+ stars you have. You want to max that out at 8 because if you go more than 9, you don't get any additional points for it. You get 35 points if you can connect a constellation with 8 stars. I like trying to get both of those. If you can score 70 points, that will be even if you get I had one game where I did the 35 and the 27. I had an 8 and a 7 constellation. I just don't know if that can be beat. I can't find a different way to score that high. Like you're easily going to score in the 70s or 80s doing that. Um, what's up, Ty? Good to see you. Um, I'm starting to get a little worried that there's no strategy that can beat constellations.
Okay.
I wouldn't say that playing it once, but having played this probably 10 more times on BGA now, I can't beat that strategy. I try to go other strategies, I never score as high. Anywho, I still enjoy it though. I still request to play it. Donnie will probably get an invite because we haven't played that one in a while. Okay, so sometimes when I go to these, we may not always get a high player count, but it's fun to try and prepare for higher player counts. And this is one I haven't gotten to play in a minute, and I have been wanting to play challengers. Definitely prefer the Beach Cup version because it gives you, they don't consider it an expansion. I know it's a standalone because
It's
that's
a
what I
standalone
have. Nope,
expansion.
they just got
Yeah.
it by itself. Okay. This is definitely the preferred version. It's got a lot more variations of cards. Ultimately, this is War,
Asymmetric
the deck
character.
building game.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Di, good to see you. Um, War, the deck building game. I just love the way this game works. You can play up to 8. Then everybody grabs their deck and sits across from somebody. And so, just like War, you're playing against one other person. And before the game starts, everybody has the same basic deck, but you're going to add some fun cards to your deck, and then you're going to play against somebody. Once you have a higher number exposed, you will take the flag. And then whoever loses the flag gets tossed on the bench. If I can find a bench, I guess I have to go back to these.
Yeah.
This is the bench. There's room for 6 cards. If you have to discard your cards that are holding the flag and there's no room on the bench, you lose. Or if you run out of cards, you lose. It's really just, it kind of plays itself. It's the deck building between rounds that makes this game and creating those synergies. Really enjoy it. Love that it plays up to 8. And then, like, after you play somebody, you get up, you sit down on a different table or a different seat at the table, you play somebody else, and you kind of do this round robin tournament. And then the 2 highest scores play each other. I just really enjoy what this game does.
Mm-hmm.
And it handles high player counts in a much different way than I've seen other games do.
And the cool thing about the Beach Cup is it adds those asymmetrical player abilities.
Yes. Yeah, fun little abilities that you can definitely become more powerful using for the whole game. All right. And I mean, I'll probably grab it next time I'm at my house. I don't know if we'll get to play it, but it's been a while. I'd like to.
Right.
All right. Number 9. Were you slow rolling me there? There was like a pause before you flashed the numbers there.
I was doing it very dramatically. My number 9. Played this one a few times when we had the prototype. Haven't played my Kickstarter copy since I got it. Really want to get to the table. How to Save a World. Been too long. Really enjoy this one. I want to see all those finalized bits all together. Now, to be fair, I have seen the finalized copy. I played somebody else's copy, but I haven't played my copy. But I will have my copy with me when I go to Popicon. And yeah, I want to save a world.
We got to play this.
Yep.
100%. We will make that happen. I will see to it that that happens.
Sweet.
Yeah, kind of worker placement, and
Yeah.
you're trying to save the world, and you zip back and forth between your world and the moon, and some tasks you do on the moon and others you do on the world. Meanwhile, you're creating these really strong card synergies that drive
Mm-hmm.
your strategy for the game.
Yep.
These
Managing your
action cards,
resources.
man, yeah.
And then there's three different things. First, you try to shoot a laser at it. If that doesn't work, you're trying to use the shield. And if that doesn't work, you're just GTFOing, and whichever fit one ends up being the one that works, there'll be more points scored for those who contributed to that, and then kind of down the line from there. But yeah, this one was really good, and I want to play my copy.
Speaking of this game, I haven't talked to Yuval in a while. That's somebody I feel like we should just have on the show in the near future.
Yeah, we'll see. Because I know he was
Listy.
working on a bunch of games. We've tried a bunch of his prototypes. We should see if he's got something cooking.
Yeah. That is the designer of this game. So I think it was you've talked about him, Doug has talked about him, and I love like everything that Burnt Island and Kids Table Board Game has put out. But I tried those card holders last Friday, and I did not like them. I like card holders where the cards get to lay forward, because as you can see,
You mean
these start
back, away from
leaning
you? You want them
away
to lean
from you.
away from
Yes.
you.
When they lean forward, you get shadows on the cards. They're harder to read. I put like 3 cards in there. I'm like, no. I really like my BGG card holders that also hold bits. But yeah. just unfortunately, I was a little disappointed in those.
Yep. Yep. I mean, the curve
Um,
on them is nice. I like that they curve around and they're not just
yeah,
straight, but still, everyone
indeed,
appreciates a good curve.
that's true. Speaking of, here's a game that has a little bit of a learning curve that is one of my all-time favorites. I got to play it Christmas Eve, and I love Clans of Caledonia. This game is my go-to. What's up, Andrew? There he is. If
Hey,
I am in the mood for something like Gaia Project or Terra Mystica, this is my game. It has a very similar vibe where you're trying to put buildings out on the board, and you do as many actions as you can until you pass. Then you collect your income, and then you're going to keep doing that for 5 rounds. This just does a few more things that interest me compared to those other games. So one, all of the buildings are built with money. And so the fact that this game has a market, that's a terrible shot of the market. That's a player board. There's market manipulation in this game, and I just love that in games. Somebody show the freaking market. Well, you know what markets look like. You buy it, the price goes up. You sell it, the price goes down.
right there on the left.
And you can use that to your advantage and buy things cheaply, then sell them later, and then use the profits to put more buildings out on the board. You don't have to have specific resources to build. You just need money. And you can use that market to your advantage to get more money and get more buildings out there. I just really, really appreciate this game. I like this theme. I like the Scottish theme. I like that you're barreling whiskey. I like that you're making basic goods like milk or
And bread.
wool,
Oh,
but no, you can process them. So I can turn my wheat into beer. I can turn my wheat into bread. I can turn my wool into something else. I can't remember what wool turns
sweaters.
into.
Oh.
No, sorry, wool stays basic. Cows make milk, and milk you can turn into cheese. And of course, you get more money for the processed goods. So it just makes the production part of the game a lot more satisfying than those other games. And then you add the asymmetry, you add the contract fulfillment, you add those export contracts where certain goods, the more rare ones, are worth more points. So there's a really, really, yes, we played this at QSCon a couple years ago. That was a highlight for me. Just adds a lot more commodity speculation and market manipulation, which does it for me. It would be higher, but it's long and I probably won't get it played, but I'm still going to bring it. I'm going to eventually talk one of yous guys into playing this game.
I'm interested in playing it. When it wasn't Concordia, I knew it was Clans, but I didn't want to say it and spoil it, so I didn't say anything about it.
Yeah, it's just one of my favorite games. All right. So let's see if Bob goes for the dramatic number reveal. I was thinking he should do something like
So my number 8, excuse me, my number 8. Again, haven't played this one in a while. I usually take it to like Christmas and everything with me because it's always a riot. However, it did not get played this year. We have played it digitally, but we've yet to do it recently. So show me Ahoy Kitten. This is a super light game. I like to describe it as it's basically musical chairs with cats and fish. It's a simple 1, 2, 3 point. You point at one of those pieces of cardboard that are going to have fish in the middle, those circles. If you're the only one pointing at a piece of cardboard, you get the fish. If there's more than one person pointing at it, nobody gets anything. Yeah. And then after you've got fish, you put it on your little square tile there. And then on the next turn, when people 1, 2, 3 point, you now have a piece of cardboard they can point to. So you got to be careful. And if you want to, you can cover your tile instead of pointing at something else to then sail home and bank your fish. But yes, it is more fun than it has any right being. I do really
Accurate.
love the crap out of this game, and I think we'll be able to get this one played because it plays so quick.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's been a while. I'm up for this one.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully we can get more people though. It's better at higher counts.
For sure.
Four and up for sure. All right. So I'm definitely going to bring a trick taking game, but which
Shocker.
one am I more excited to play? Well, I would like to get Three Tricky Pigs played with more players.
Okay.
So this is a newer design from Andrew Styles, the wine cellar designer. And this is a clever little trick-taking game where, oh man, who put those pictures up there? Those look so good. Wow.
Wow. Yeah. Those
Who
do look
put
really good.
Wow, look at that table cover. Where did that come
That
from?
is stellar. It's like
Yeah.
professional. Like you would think they have a professional guy that doing the lighting for that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a professional photographer here, man. Um Yeah, so really fun game here. Basically, what you're doing is you're trick taking, but you're going to bid. You can't bid anything though. You have to bid with the bid cards. And the bid cards are sleep, play, work, and eat. Man, it's so nice to have these like visuals when you talk and not just like box art only. Really appreciate whoever uploaded all these.
Yeah, for
Um,
sure. Yeah,
by
at
the
least you're
way,
in the right spot for it.
yeah. But yeah, you look at your cards and then you can bid 0 tricks and win 12 points, or bid the play card and win 2 tricks for 7 points, or 3 tricks for 3 points, or win the most tricks and get 2 points per trick. Otherwise, you only get 1 trick per point. And the hook to this game is when you play cards, you have pig cards and you've got wolf cards. If no wolves are played, the lowest number wins because, well, if you play one of your high cards, you wasted all that time and effort building a strong brick house, and the wolf didn't even show up. So the laziest pig wins taking a nap because the wolf never came.
Mm-hmm.
But if a wolf card gets played, the highest number wins because you built a brick house and you were prepared for that wolf. Your hard work paid off. I love that hook. It is so clever. It
Yep.
makes bidding really interesting because low cards legitimately can win you a lot of tricks. And there's also huff and puff cards that can modify your cards. So you got ways to add +1, +2, +3, and you can use those very strategically to take tricks from people or to dump cards when you're trying not to win tricks. Like you bid the 0 and you don't want to win a trick. So you add a +2 and then during an all pig trick, and then you have the highest card and don't win the trick. It's just very clever. It's got things in trick taking I haven't seen. Would love to play again.
Nice. Yeah, I would like to play this
And
with more people. What's the
yeah,
max
and we
player count?
3
5?
to 5.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah. We got a review if you want to check it out. It's it's right here. And we talked about the game. We enjoyed it. That's
Nice.
why it's on my list. All right.
Cool beans.
Dramatic reveal for number 7.
My number 7, we actually just played this game not that long ago, but it reminded me how much I do enjoy it. It is relatively light, but I do love those nice tarot-sized cards in Century Golem Edition.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this one here, everybody has the same kind of base 3 cards, and you're either going to be playing a card and doing the kind of trading and swapping that it says. You're going to be taking a card from like the market, or you're going to be trading in the gems you have to take one of the golem cards that are going to be worth points. And like I said, it's pretty straightforward. You're just kind of, trading cards back and forth, or playing cards and getting these gems and then trading those gems back and forth, kind of like a interchanging them, right? So like you can trade one in for two of these, trade one of those two in for one of these other ones, and just kind of back and forth and manipulating these gems that you have. And it's just a lot of fun. I hadn't played it in a long time. Took it to Mike's house the New Year's Day, I believe it was, and we got to play it again. It just reminded me how much I enjoyed it. So I'm going to take it with me and play it again.
I had not played Gollum Edition before, but same game, just different components and art.
Yep.
Also, totally forgot how good this game was. Really satisfying to play, especially when you get the right cards in your hand and you're done taking cards from the board and you're just playing those cards, resetting, playing those cards, resetting. You just got this awesome engine going and steamroll to a W.
Yep.
Really fun. Yeah, really enjoyed that one when I first played it, and it had been a long time.
Right.
All right, my number 7. This is kind of like personal hotness here. I just can't get enough of this game. Been playing it a bunch on BGA. We also reviewed it, and I'm talking about Castle Combo. Just good, quick, light, fun with good amount of strategy. I just really like what this game does. You are going to build a 3x3 grid, and these cards are going to interact with each other, kind of like Earth. Some cards score off of being in a row, others by in a column, others based on the color of that banner. Other cards allow you to put money onto them or bank your leftover money, and that money on the card scores points. But the way that you gather these cards, that's always the tricky friggin' part, is finding the full board. Come on, the full market somewhere. There you go. You got these 2 rows of cards, 2 rows of 3. You got a castle deck and a village deck. There's a messenger next to them. You can only buy cards out of that row, and you got to spend your gold. Or you can spend a key, move him, and then buy a card from the other row. But you don't want to spend those keys because each one is worth points. And without one of those particular cards, your money is worth nothing. So you really are stingy with those keys. But the reality is, when there's a better card in the other row, you're going to end up moving that messenger because you got to get eke as many points as you can out of every card you put down. And it's really satisfying to get those cards to synergize off of each other. And I'm always just trying to score a little bit more than my high score each time. Really enjoy this one.
Yeah, I like this one more than I thought I would for just being a pretty simple tableau builder, but it was pretty enjoyable.
Yep. Moving on to number 6.
My number 6 comes from friend of the show, Sam Stockton. I'm talking Goats and Goblins.
Yeah.
We just did a review for this and a playthrough as well. And it's just a bunch of fun. I want to get a bunch of, max player count, and I want to show off my fancy copy I got. And it's just really good. It's I guess I'd probably go over it. So yeah, it's just basically a press your luck. You got one person who's the cave leader. You got a stack of cards in the middle that's full of cave-ins, goats, goblins, and trinkets. And you're going to say how many cards you want to go in. Everybody else will secretly choose whether they're in or out. Once everybody simultaneously reveals, you start flipping cards off the top until you hit your number or a 3 or more cave-in value. If you hit your number, then the cave leader will divvy up the goods as evenly as possible amongst the people who went. If you cave in, then those who stayed out get all the loot, and they will do like a draft and take all the cards from you. So yeah, this is a fun one. We've played a lot here at 3 players recently, which is fine, but I want to play it at max player count. I want to get a big group to go spelunking.
for sure. It really reminds me of Ink and Gold, kind of an older push your luck game where you're kind of going deeper and deeper into a cave, but you can push your luck and lose all the stuff you've gained.
Mhm.
But this one's really enjoyable. I love the player interaction because when it's somebody else's turn, you can use your push two card and force them to draw two more cards, even though they may have two out of the three necessary cave-in cards that would cause their expedition to stop. And if you're out and they survive, you don't get any of the goods. So you want to push them to reveal more cards so they bust. And if they bust and you were out, then you get the gold. That element is so much fun in this game.
Yep.
You're involved on every turn. Doesn't matter if you're the cave leader or not, you get a possible split of the cards that are on the table. That's what really makes this one thrive.
Yep.
Okay, well, this would be one of the longer ones on the list. But we should not pass up an opportunity to play Clank Legacy.
Ha! You're just gonna let everybody else watch us play.
That's right. I mean, if other people aren't there or other people, what's up, David? If other people don't show up or are there later than us or are into another game,
That's fair. We'll tell Tim to bring it, and then if we've got some downtime where it is just us, we'll bust it out, try to knock something out.
yep, it's Clank Legacy.
Legacy.
Deck building, moving around, trying to get treasure, trying to grab artifacts, and then escaping. Except there's lore on the board, and it's going to make you put stickers out and change the board. It's a lot of fun.
Yep.
And if you like Clank, there's no reason you wouldn't like Clank Legacy. And I don't love campaign games, but Clank Legacy is so far as one of the most fun ones I have played.
Nice.
I've only finished one campaign ever. I'm hoping to make this a second.
Yeah, I'm here for it because I have my Clank Legacy Season 2 still sitting here waiting.
Gotta get to that.
Gotta get to that.
We've got to, mister.
Right.
All right. Top 5.
My number 5. Mike, you're right. We should take a trick taker. But you know what? I am not going to take any old trick taker. I want to take tricks with dice. I'm talking mythical dice. Since you introduced us to this game, and it reminds me so much of a game I used to play growing up with my grandma, I love it. I love the fact you get the 1 die, 2 die, all the way up to, depending on player count, like 6 or 8. And you're bidding on how many you think you take. All the die have different face, but yet all those die have a winning face or a losing face, whether it's the strongest die or the weakest die. Like, mathematically, there's still a chance. And, there's just a lot of really good moments. Like when somebody with that gray dice rolls that 7, I think it is, and they're like, damn it. And then somebody else who didn't bid on their gray die rolls a 7, and they're like, damn it. It's fun.
It's really fun. Yeah, it's really fun. I went so much hotness here that I totally forgot about mythical dice. Oh, that's sad. That's one less box I gotta grab though. Yeah.
Wow.
This is a must.
Yeah.
This is a must. I haven't played in a minute. I'm instantly craving playing this.
Nice.
Yeah,
We'll
love
and I
this
think it doesn't
game.
take. It's like 30 minutes, 40 minutes. It's done.
If that.
Yep. It's very, very doable.
I noticed as we're plowing through our top 100, nobody has mentioned it yet. So I think we all got ranked pretty dang high.
Nope, didn't make it.
Yeah, right. Well, probably not Tim's because he forgot about it.
That's also true.
All right, number 5. All right, talk about small box hotness. Let's get This is another one that I know I won't have to bring my copy because I'd love to play more Fliptoons. I just can't get enough of this game. I can't get enough. Uh, for those in our Discord, you may have saw I posted some photos of us playing Guards of Atlantis 2, which did not disappoint. That game is so good. I love trying to
It
get the synergies
was.
between the characters and just the tactile back and forth, but tactical back and forth and trying to guess what other players are doing. But that's not what this list is about. It's about Fliptoons, which is what we played after Guards of Atlantis
Afterwards.
2. West's first time playing. It just works really well. I will give credit to Daniel Connors from uh, Around the Board, and he's the one that told us about this game he played the most at Gen Con. And this was a Gen Con release from Thunderworks. It's really good. It's a deck builder. You start with 6 very basic cards. You lay them out in a 2x3 grid. Man, I sometimes get
See, I called it a
frustrated by
3x2, not a 2x3.
3x2, whatever. Of course, what I can't do is find a
A
photo
market?
of the grid, which always gets me. There we go. There's a 2-player game on BGA. Perfect. So you start with 3 basic cards. They're not going to score you a lot of fame. This is a 1 resource deck builder. It's fame. You take your fame and then you can buy cards out of the market. These cards are arranged by this number in white in the corner. So the higher ones go to the right. There's how much fame you have to spend to buy it, or you can spend 5 fame and call that card out of your deck completely, or dismiss it, as this game calls it. After you've chosen 2 of those actions, you're going to take your entire deck, shuffle it, and then reveal 6 more cards in this 3x2 grid. You're going to keep doing that until somebody has a fame of 30, and then you do a final flip where all you do is just flip to see who has the highest fame. But it's the way these cards synergize off of each other, and it's the way that these cards come out in this grid, and certain cards work off of where they're located in the grid, and I just haven't seen another deck builder do that. And even with full player count of 4, this game plays in 20 minutes, and
Yeah.
it's one of those games I can't just play once. I always have to play this multiple times. And it's so satisfying when those cards show up in the right spot, or you get those cards that may get rid of cards to the right, but they go all the way to the right. So you don't lose any card and you get a really high fame out of them. Man, and I just keep kind of learning new like strategies. Like West had a really strong it was snake alligator deck that just blew up. Man, there's some ways that you can get lucky and ramp up your deck really fast, but those same cards are high risk reward and they can make you lose some of your strongest cards. But when it
Mm-hmm.
works out, it's either way. I have a ton of fun playing this, and if like you lose some of your best cards trying a risky strategy, so what? The game's 20 minutes long. Play again. Uh,
I took Ostia over to a friend's house to teach him and his wife because they had gone on a cruise and got to see it. They've been really interested in playing it. And we got done, and they're like, "Oh, hey, thanks for coming over." And I was like, "Well, do you guys have time for another quick one?" And I slapped Fliptoons down. They're like, "What's that?" Kind of gave them the brief rundown. They're like, "All right, yeah, let's try it." Played it. They loved it. They're like, "Can we play it again before you go?" And I said, "Sure." Played it again, and before we were done playing, she was already on her phone trying to figure out where she could buy
yeah.
it. It
Seriously,
was funny.
it is one of those games.
Yep.
Really, really good.
All right.
Or maybe I'm just trying to talk you into taking games that I own so I don't have to bring them.
It's on your list now. You got to put it in your bag. It's already.
All right.
Yep.
Number 4.
I forget who it was that told us about this game, but we kept talking about Ostia, and they said that we should try Crusaders Thy Will Be Done. And man, they were not wrong. So Ostia can run a little long, usually 90 minutes to, maybe 2 hours. But Crusaders, 60, 90 minutes tops, and you're done with this one. And it works a little bit differently. So you still have that kind of Mancala action going on, But rather than like picking up and gaining resources and then putting out, and then where you land, you take an action. You're going to be picking up those pieces, and that's the action you're going to be taking. And the amount of pieces you pick up is the strength of that action. And then you get to, then you get to what's up next. To those tiles upgraded, and you have two actions on there. And then when you pick up your bits, you get to decide how you want to divvy those uh, pieces up to dictate what strength that action is going to be. And it was just really interesting. I'm a little worried because somebody said that after they played this a ton, it felt very samey. I'm kind of hoping that since we have so many games, it doesn't get played too much that it starts to feel samey. Maybe they'll have an expansion or something come out for it. There is an expansion, I think, already.
There is.
But yeah, this was just a lot of fun. Really enjoyed it. My biggest gripe is that a couple of the pieces are difficult in color for me to tell apart. So I'll probably be taking a marker to my copy, but I don't mind. When I have a game I really enjoy, if I have a somewhat difficult time with the pieces, I make it my own, and I will mark up my parts. I don't care.
So yeah, couple observations now that I've played this several times on BGA since our review. So one, I can kind of see why it's linear because you do need to muster before you can successfully crusade.
Yep.
You're typically going to try and start in these areas that give you discounts towards building. So you're going to usually start with a castle because you need extra movement, especially early, and having extra knights to expand makes sense. Um, and so, yeah, it does kind of feel you have to do certain things before you do others. I tried the expansion. I have some issues with the expansion. So with the expansion, instead of influence just giving you points, it puts these, I don't know. Okay. Those are the expansion buildings. I don't know if I'll be able to find. No, I don't know if maybe I'll just go straight to it. Let me see if I can find the expansion stuff on the board, and it's a little easier to explain. Um, okay, there we go. So when you influence, you get to choose one of these tiles wherever your knights are, and they give you like a bonus towards your other abilities. So they can make your building stronger by discarding them, or making your crusading stronger, or you can just redistribute. And it's kind of like a free action you get on your turn. But that means that when you influence, you don't get any of the points. You just get a bonus towards the other abilities. So that makes that whole influence action, in my opinion, less powerful. And I feel like they did this because that's their way of saying, oh, the influence action is not very powerful. And therefore, you need it to get bonuses on other actions. I disagree. I think it's fun just loading up one area of your Mancala and just scoring a buttload of points because you were able to drop all your action cubes on one of those areas. There's no reason to try and load up. In fact, it's a waste. You want as little influence cubes on that section as possible when you take influence, because all it does is give you bonus to other abilities.
Hmm.
The additional buildings they add are interesting. Like, so in my ideal world here is I would remove these tiles, just play influence as it naturally is in the base game, and then use the extra buildings. It also extends the um, what the heck do you call it? Your the M word, muster. You get 2 additional muster spots, so you can have really strong crusading actions. Um, what up? So I don't know, very mixed opinions on this expansion, and I can see a little bit why it feels linear, but I'm still very much enjoying Crusaders. So much that it was my number 3. And so I'm just going to call an audible and get one of my honorable mentions in here. One of my honorables was Goats and Goblins, by the way, because I knew you were going to talk about it, and I was like, well, I'll swap it in if I need to. Okay, so let's just sneak another long-ish game on here. And let's just talk about an all-time favorite. I got to play it last year at Popicon. I'll bring my deluxe copy of Castles of Burgundy. I just it's one of my favorite games of all time. It has infinite replayability, in my opinion. And I have now read
Well,
through.
every game has infinite replayabilities if you just keep playing it.
Well, I mean that's true. It's just that every game feels fresh. The order that the tiles come out, the which scoring tiles come out, um, which ability tiles come out, totally change your strategy. And I've never grown tired of this game, and I've been playing it for like
Ever?
13 years now, and I just do not get tired of it. I will tell you something funny. So last year I played this with David Godfrey, not the one in the chat, and Justin and Chris Rudder.
Well, if I
And
had known you were going to do that, I
well,
would
I
have
know.
done something different.
So the person you referenced with that quote, made a comment that was, I don't understand the farm tiles. I think they're overrated. Okay. The farm tiles are the strongest tiles in the game. And what happened was I used them to score my highest score ever, which was 257. Before that, my highest was like in the 220s. And the way these tiles work is you score the number of animals on that tile. So 3. Place another one, add them together. That's 5. Add these together. Now that's 8. And then there's one particular board that has a group of 5 or 6 of them. I got all of them to be the same animal, and I scored well over 70 points just from that region alone. That was almost 30% of my points in one area. And he's made that comment right before I placed my last one. And I scored almost 40 points just on that turn within 20 seconds of him saying, I don't understand these tiles. I think they're overrated. And then 15 seconds later, yeah, that'll be 14 points plus this 25. So 40 points. From these, yeah, they're terrible. Hate these farms.
You should continue to not buy them.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you for leaving me all of these sheep. I just roasted all of you with them. Yeah, the thing is you need a bunch of them to go. You need an area that has like 4 or more farm room for 4 or more farm tiles, and you need to get all of them to be the same animal, and then you will rake in points. It's yes, I do like sheep, but not for reasons you're thinking. So anyway,
Nah. Well, at least you're not
that
going
I'm
into the goat territory like you were the other day.
same joke. All right, on to number 4. Is it 3?
Yes, it's 3.
Oh yeah, that's right. I got rid of my number 3 and swapped that out. Okay, okay, you're right.
Again, from friend of the show, Sam Stockton. It has been far too long since I have forged in Ravenshire.
It
Yes.
has been.
Forges of Ravenshire. I love me some dice placement. All the resources and stuff you get. The engine builder where your engine is already running. It's just fantastic. This does so many things right that I teach it to a lot of people. I've taught it in their booth, but I love this game. Like, so I take it with me when I go to meetups. always teaching, whoever I can, and it's always a hit. So it's been too long, and it's time to bust it back out.
Do you find that if you teach a game you enjoy to new players and they love the game, you find yourself ranking it higher?
I think that it helps me, because it reinforces the fact that I'm not wrong for liking this game, right? Because
Yeah,
I'm showing new people like, wow, this is really good. I'm like, right? I'm not crazy here, right? So
because I
confirmation
know.
bias, maybe, I don't know, but
Yeah, because I know. I was going to say last year, but last year is 2025. In 2024, when this game
mhm,
launched, um, you taught this. You taught this in the booth. You showed a lot of people this game, and you ranked this game extremely high. I believe it was in your top 10.
mhm,
And you remember 2 years ago, I did that in our Origins booth, and I taught
mhm.
Heat like 6 times over 2 days, and everybody freaking loved it. On Christmas Eve, I taught this game to my uncle, and he freaking loved this game, and it made it go higher in my top 50 because of that. So,
Nice. Yeah.
it
Yeah,
is a
it's
great
just so well done, and it needs to hit the table again. It's been too long.
game. Yeah, yeah. This is just another game I just keep taking all over the place. I can't stop playing Fin Span because it's the best span. I like this
Yeah.
theme. I like the what it does with resources. I like how it fixes the overpowering egg strategy. I
Hmm.
like how you can skip spots on your board and you don't have to start from top down like you do in Wingspan, and that you have to go left to right. It has more than just eggs. Eggs hatch into young, and then young can swim into the same spot and school and score you even more points. It's much easier to get cards out at the beginning of the game because it starts with starter cards, and starter cards typically all you got to do is discard other cards in your hand to play them, and then and when you discard them, they go to the right side of your board face up, and then there's other cards, scavenger fish, that'll scoop them up and put them back in your hand. It just does some things really well that I think makes Wingspan a bit tighter, but by this one being more forgiving, you get more done, and that engine is more satisfying as a result.
Yep. I'm glad you put this on your list because I almost put it on mine because I do want to play it. So yeah.
I will gladly bring this game. I can't stop taking it places. I really like it.
Nice. Good
Hop
pick.
to
Man, we are getting there.
oh,
Uh-oh. A wild Timbot appears.
Hey, I made it.
He made
I
it.
was waiting
Oh,
for a
well, thanks for
buffer. I
joining
saw
us, everybody. I hope you enjoyed our top 10.
God damn
I
it.
saw his
We will.
hand stay in one place. I'm like, uh-oh, how long do we have him?
Who knows? Who knows? I'm trying it out. See if it works.
All right.
Obviously was too good to try it out on Monday and help out the 442.
Yeah, that's all right. Googs and I
What
had it locked it down.
I needed to get this GD internet thing sorted out. So yeah. Which I did. I guess the hotel I'm in was having issues. So
And
Oh.
I'm sure the hotel's built like a Faraday cage, so you couldn't get your own normal signal.
I mean, I was getting maybe my normal signal, but we know how good that is. Oh boy.
So wait a minute. You took your internet hamster to the hotel is what you're telling us?
In Fort Wayne. Squeak, 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 squeak. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He serves
Long
multiple
ride.
purposes.
Wow. Next thing you know, he's getting his sheets replaced.
Oh boy. Oh, calm
Because
down.
there's holes in them, not because you. Never mind.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, thanks for that. Thanks for that.
We were about to jump into number 2. Did you put together a list?
Nope.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm here for the ride. I will just provide commentary and entertainment.
All right. I mean, if you want to give 2 that you're taking, feel free.
To Popicon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do that. I'll jump in after Bob.
All right.
Okay.
So.
All right. So we are now officially on to number 2 with Tim.
My number 2 is the bag builder that started my whole love for bag building. I'm talking Orleans.
Oh, you're bringing Orleans?
Yeah, buddy.
All right.
I brought it to the last convention. I think I did not get a chance to play it, but I do love me some Orleans. I got the nice deluxe copy with the nice bags. You have a big player board. You're pulling bits out. You're doing these different actions with them and acquiring more of these discs to throw into your bag to do more actions. You've got that other board that has like all the trade routes, and you're trying to do a little set collecting with the resources and whatnot. And yeah, it's just love it.
That's great.
Yeah.
I haven't played this in a long time.
I want to play that again. I haven't played it in ages.
Mm-hmm.
Same.
And they even have that little board where you get to call the like pieces out of your bag. Like you're like, well, I'm done with I don't need all these fishermen anymore, so I'm gonna pull them out. That's not it.
I'm just clicking pictures until I find it. I don't see it.
You had it in the one picture that you had up there.
Oh,
the OG picture.
So you're done with the fishermen. You're saying? Do they have oil on their fishing boats?
Maybe.
Oh boy, drone strike.
Too soon.
What are the games? What are the games you've said already so far? What are you taking so far?
Well, Tim, if you wait till after my number 1, I'll give you the whole rundown.
Well, but I want to try to say something you're not going to bring.
All right, go ahead.
All right, my number 10 was Twinkle Twinkle. How to Save a World. 8 was Ahoy Kitten. 7 was Century Golem Edition. Goats and Goblins.
Oh yeah.
Mythical Dice. Crusaders.
Okay, that's one I can mark off my list.
Forges of Ravenshire.
Oh yeah.
And then Orleans.
Okay, perfect. Okay, good, good. Mike, what about you?
Challengers, Clans of Caledonia, 3 Tricky Pigs, Castle Combo, Clank Legacy, Flip Tunes, Castles of Burgundy, Finspan.
Okay, cool.
Although it's gonna be Tim that has to bring Clank Legacy.
No. It's at Bob's house.
Is it here?
I think I left it there.
You might have. I'll look. I mean, I'm looking at mine. Yours might be the one I might have one downstairs too. Then it's probably where it's at.
Yeah. All right. So since Bob is bringing a dry Euro, I want to bring a dry Euro. I want to bring and play Hansa Teutonica.
Nice.
Which I know Mike doesn't love necessarily, but I know Bob loves it. And I bet we could get that mofo played.
All right. I probably misspelled this. I'm putting it up anyway. Whoops.
I'd probably try it again.
You played it with West. And while normally that's fun, West can't like.
Yep. Teutonica.
I mean,
hey, I think I nailed it.
If there's an opening at another game, I'm gonna peek at what it is.
For sure.
But
fair.
But if there isn't, then I'll play again.
Hansa's good stuff, man. Yeah, no. I think it'll be worth your time to sit down and try it at least one more time. I will not promise or guarantee like a better experience, but I would say that is one.
It's worth another shot.
Maybe give another go. So you've got at least play a game where you've got some time to like grok the rules and not where you've got a couple of people that are just going cutthroat right out the bat and then you're already behind that 8 ball.
It was pretty easy to learn. I think there were some things I would definitely do differently though.
Well, it's easy. The thing with this one, right, is it's like the rules overhead is not really too bad. It's where the strategies come in where can you be competent at the game, because it's very easy to take the actions. They're very simple, but yeah. Do they make sense and are they actually benefiting you is the trick.
Indeed. Easy to learn, hard to master, right? Maybe.
Yep. All right.
All right. So it's talking about how this is like personal hotness list. And let's just talk about a game I can't stop taking everywhere and want to play as much as possible. And it's Hot Streak. Uh I just love this stinking game. Tim found a copy in the wild too.
Oh, baby. I was so excited. Oh, it's so cool. I love it.
There's just something about these games. I love racing games, but then betting on a race, just I love that just as much. All these fun little mascots and cards are drawn out of the deck that show, so you see how these mascots are going to move, but you've also got a little 3 card hand and you get to add a card in. So you have some knowledge of what's in that deck, and then you're going to place your bets. And you can also flip the cards onto their risky side and you make even more money, or you lose money if because they are more risky. I love this game. It's chaotic. You don't know what's going to happen. Sometimes guys run off to the side and get disqualified. Um, it's a blast.
That's a great question. It's different to me. It's a different kind of thing.
Yeah, it's Ready Set Bet. I think can really come alive at a con if you have somebody running it with energy. If you're just playing with the app, sure, that's fun at home when you stream it to a TV. But like if you're in an environment where somebody's really showing it up and giving you, an actual performance of that game, I think Hot Streak thrives. Hot Streak, sorry, Ready Set Bet.
I know what you
Hot
meant.
Streak, I don't think it matters. That deck of chaos is just
Well,
hilarious no matter what.
and the fact that like Hot Streak gives you that tiny little bit of knowledge because of
Mhm.
what you see the deck with. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like you have like a little bit of knowledge, a little bit of agency where Ready Set Bet, I mean, you're just betting and you're hoping. I
Yeah.
mean, it's like real horse racing. You can make an educated guess, but you really don't know.
I like the real time betting too. That chaos is a ton of fun. Um, I will say in this year's rankings, I'll just say it, Cult of the New maybe, but Hot Streak moved up higher than Ready Set Bet this year. And it might be because I haven't played Ready Set Bet in like 2 years, but I absolutely love both games and would play any of them on the drop of the hat. Might have to bring both. I don't know. Or let Tim bring his new Hot Streak and I'll bring Ready Set Bet.
That's fine either way. Either way
Uh,
works.
Evan, I really feel like if you enjoy either one, the other game is just like a guaranteed that you'll enjoy it. Right? They give you that a similar vibe, but they're different enough that they don't feel like the same game. Oh wow, Tim has a mullet.
Thank you.
Business up front and party in the back, baby.
Not to spoil it, but still ball.
Oh, it's a skullet.
It's a
It's
skull.
a skullet. Yeah, I got the old Hulk Hogan going.
Oh, that's fun. All right, our number one game. We're taking a Popicon. Let's do this.
Right. I played this game 4 or 5 times when it first came out. Taught a bunch of people how to play this game. Haven't played it in close to a year. So Path of Civilization needs to hit the table. I actually
Good
took this, I
pick.
think, to Mike's house the other day in the hopes to get it played, and I could not. So I'm hoping during PoppyCon we get a chance to get this to the table. It's just a really interesting civilization. I don't want to say abstract civilization because there's not really dudes on a map like you would normally see in a civilization game. But you have these just really awesome player boards that have like your whole turn kind of laid out at the bottom, so it's easy to follow along. The iconography is fantastic. When you see squares, you're talking about putting cubes out. When you see circles, you're talking about the cylinders and moving your text. The card holders for all the different texts are amazing. They just stack on top of each other. It's just really well made, fun to play, and I need to play it again.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would definitely play this one again. I've been wanting to. Good pick.
Yeah, I'd play that again for sure. So like number one is really tough because like there's a bunch. Obviously, maybe it wouldn't be as hard if I had gotten to do like eight others, which that's on me because I wasn't able to be here.
Mhm.
So let me just what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna spout off a bunch of. I'll tell you what my number one was. So like Ostia, right? Like Age of Atlantis. Would love to try to play again, just because I love it. Want to play it. Resurgence is one like I would love to play
Good
again. When you
one.
were talking about Orleans, like it's been a minute since I played Resurgence, but man, I'd almost be interested in playing those back to back so you could see like really get that comp, right? That 1-to-1 comp and see how it goes.
Mhm.
But sometimes when you go to convention, you want to have a big game with crazy good table presence. And I haven't played GKR heavy hitters in a minute.
Ooh, yeah.
And GKR, like, get four people, play teams. Like,
Yeah.
I think GKR would be a good time.
I do think that the 2v2 is the best way to play a game like
1v1 or
that,
2v2,
and
that's it.
the
Just it.
tactics and you get the cahooting. I am a big fan of cahooting. So giant killer robots. Yeah, and it's just
Nice.
awesome table presence.
We could also bring like Guards of Atlantis and see if we could get anybody to play. But
Yeah. Yeah. I thought for sure when you were talking table presence you were going to say Cthulhu Wars because you didn't get a chance to play it at JuliaCon.
I played it at IndieCon though. So
Oh, okay.
I had my 2025 fix of
Got you.
Cthulhu Wars, but I'm probably 2 years out from Giant Killer Robots.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, those prepaid and minis are just badass.
Oh, they look so good. What a Workshop just crushes it, man.
There you go. I was trying to find something colored. I haven't played this.
It's fun. It's wild. It's swingy. It's a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. All right. My number one. Talk about personal hotness and racing games. Magical Athlete.
I knew it was
I can't
coming.
get enough of this game right now.
I had a feeling this was coming, which is why I didn't mention it. So yeah, hell yeah. Yeah.
I can't get enough of this game. It's so chaotic. It's so fun. I actually think, I mean, I haven't played with more than three with the variant. I know it's going to be super chaotic and crazy with six, but there's something about getting two racers per race that makes it more strategic that I really like. No, these are very different.
Very different. Similar
Hot Streak,
vibe. Very
yeah,
different.
yeah, Hot Streak is a race that you have just one card of knowledge on and you're gambling on that race. Magical Athlete is a roll to move racing game only. It's just that the board has spots that can move you backwards or score you points. And plus, all of these racers have their own different abilities and they work very differently from one another. Um, Fat Baby here takes up a whole space. So if you were to land on it, you can't, and it pushes you backwards. Um,
You
uh,
trip if you pass the banana,
yeah,
like
you trip if you go past the banana. The mouth, if he lands on somebody else, he instantly eliminates that player and they cannot win. Legs here, you can skip rolling and just take a 5. I think he's one of the strongest. The rocket scientist here can double the result of your roll, but if you do, you trip, which means you sit out a turn. Um, there's a genius. Where's the big old brain? I can't. There's the genius or the mastermind. He gets to try. Is he the one that gets to try and predict who wins?
I think so.
He gets to try and predict who wins, and if he's correct, he automatically finishes in second. If he guesses himself as first place, he also wins second, and the race ends immediately.
Yeah, he wins first and second, which is great.
There's another one that allows you to re-roll. There's so many cool abilities, and just drafting those abilities really satisfying. It's chaotic, it's fun. It still has some strategy for a roll and move game. I love it.
I'm worried that playing it at a higher player count, I don't get to use two people, and I feel like playing with two people was a lot of fun, like that variant. You know what I mean?
Playing with two is great. I almost want to. Well, I'm going to do it now. How many? Okay, so you got 4 racers, 6 players. What player count can you still use 2 racers per? You know what I mean?
So you do 4 races.
13, 14.
This is good radio.
36.
So the max player count's how much?
6.
So 36 divided by 6 is 6. So what's that mean?
So you can't do it with 6. You need 8 racers per player.
So you have 4 players.
4 players.
So you could still do it at 4 players. Okay.
Yep.
I would definitely
maybe 4
try that.
unused. Yeah.
I would definitely try that.
That's only technically supposed to be for the 3-player variant, right? It doesn't say to do it for 4.
Hey, it's your game. You do what you want.
Yes.
Well, no, for sure. But I'm just saying.
And plus,
actually,
you don't have. There's the stickler ability where, and it's hilarious because he's holding the rule book and he's doing, well, actually, if you don't land exactly on the spot past the finish line, you go back and you don't move. You
don't
can't
move at all.
win.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hilarious. It's a blast. It makes roll and move fun. Now, I also absolutely love Cubitos. There's a lot more going on than just rolling and moving. But my goodness. Lots of fun. Where's some of the other? It's just how crazy the abilities are. You're like, oh my gosh, that's OP. And somebody reads their ability. You're like, oh my gosh, that's OP. Games like that are always great.
Yeah.
I like using the come to Popicon and play it with us. The lovable loser. He's a snail. Every time he starts his turn in last, he gets a victory point. So
you've never gotten that to work though. You actually won a race with the snail.
I won a race with a snail before, but there's just something satisfying about starting your turn and then getting points. But yeah, I did win with him before. I think I combined him with the wrong guy. I don't remember who that was. Anyway.
The snailier snail. Like it's even slower than the snail.
Yeah. There's so many good ones. What's the guy that he can warp to any other player? So if you're in first, you switch places with him.
Oh, and was it Bob that had the skipper?
Flip flop switches places. The snake hypnotizes, and that will bring anyone to them.
Yeah.
And then there's the skipper, right?
So the skipper, yeah. If somebody rolls a 1, it just jumps to his turn. And skips everybody else.
How did the succubus work?
I don't think anybody's used this.
The Sisyphus.
Oh, Sisyphus. I was like, Sisyphus. 6, you put a bunch of points on him, and then if you roll a 6, he has to go back to the beginning and start over, but you lose one of those points. So basically, you just want to roll anything but a 6 with him, and you're going to get some points. So that's why having like that monkey that lets you re-roll and Sisyphus together, that could really help you get to the trigger.
Yeah, it's it's just super chaotic when you've got all those abilities being triggered and stuff on the board that moves you back and forth, and it's really fun.
Yeah, hell yeah. It's a good time. Sounds like we're gonna have a good time at Popicon. Was
I
that a
think
week and
so.
a half away?
Yeah, it
Yeah, something
is.
like that. Indeed.
It sure is.
When you guys run down your last ones, I thought of one more game I want to bring
What's that?
that I think would be fun,
So we're gonna
especially
run them down again.
try a high player count. You don't have to. You don't have to. I'll just say right now.
We can do some
Fall of
honorables
Kingdoms.
before we finish.
Fall
Yeah, I
of
got some honorables.
Kingdoms would be fun.
Oh yeah,
High player count.
What is?
Fall of Kingdoms. Play that with 5 or
Oh,
6
yeah.
people.
That would be fun.
yeah, that would be fun.
I had Ostia on my list, but I had just played it, so if I don't get to play it, it's not the end of the world. I did get to play it.
And you're also bringing Crusaders, so you can play Ostia Light.
Yeah. Downfall of Pompeii, my short list, and also Guarding Geckos.
Oh hell yeah!
Nice.
Yeah.
I really thought Tim was going to pick Lightspeed Arena. Have not played that in a while.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, Lightspeed Arena needs to get played.
Sounds like that's coming with me.
Yeah. I would really like to play Fishing again. That is a trick taker with deck building. And the tricks you take are added to your hand for future rounds. And well, I'm going to bring Ito because I always find a way to play Ito. Ito, ITO. And if you're curious what the heck Fall of Kingdoms is, it's cool, but it's good. And we've got a review
Yeah.
that you can go watch.
Nice.
Yep.
A lot more going on than cool, but it's got those vibes because you've got character cards in
Self-seduction, but
hand.
fun.
You can bluff as being any character to use their ability, and you can assassinate other people. So it's got those vibes, but it's actually good.
And you can bluff other people's characters, which is cool.
Yeah. The Puppeteer is awesome.
Yeah, good stuff. Oh, that goes up to 7. Okay, I was thinking 6 for whatever reason.
I think 6 is like what normally a lot of those games go to. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so for it to be an odd number is weird.
A lot of those social deduction games will scale up to odd numbers because you always have like a 1v2 or 2 versus 3 situation, but that one doesn't really play like those other ones.
Mm-mm.
Any other honorable mentions you guys are thinking of?
That's what I had on my list.
I think so. I had dinner with Bryce last night, and he gave me this game. It's called Sensu, and it's like you are trying to create like a Japanese like ornamental fan. And I haven't like read too much on this, but the cards are amazing. They've got like really nice like gold foiling on it and stuff. Check these out. So I don't really know much about the game yet,
Oh,
but
that's
like,
pretty.
but you are, you're putting them together and you're trying to make these fans, and like even the card back, like real nice. So like cool stuff, man. So yeah, I'll bring that just so we can learn it and play it. I think it'll be a good time. Doesn't look like super hard.
Speaking of games with cool foiling, just a quick shout out to friend of the show, Matthew Ryan, sold out. Congratulations, sold out of all of his
Hercules and the 12 Labors?
Yeah, Hercules and the 12 Labors.
Yeah.
He's got more coming, though, but it's going to be a few months before they get here, so get your pre-orders in now to make sure you get a copy. So, yeah, just happy for him, you know.
Hey, there's Jeff. Looks like Jeff just had a really cool like summit with his team working on Vrahode. I've been following that on Facebook.
Right.
I cannot wait to see what they are coming up with because that's gonna be good stuff.
Indeed. And yeah, congrats to the man. This is from a Boilermaker. Congrats to the Hoosiers. I'm so glad they won that game. And did it with style and class. That was pretty awesome. So
I could barely watch.
yeah,
Mostly just because I'm bitter, but
yeah. I honestly don't think Notre Dame would have made it very far in the playoffs, but
oof, oh, oh, sir, excuse me.
yeah,
Notre Dame would have been competitive with every single one of those teams, guaranteed.
sure. Oh, hey, don't get me wrong. I mean, I forgot who the 3-loss team. Oh yeah, Alabama. They got spanked, and that's why a 3-loss team shouldn't have made it. Notre Dame should have had their shot, but IU to go undefeated, and that whole thing about him like scrambling for that touchdown and his mom with MS sitting there, shouting and cheering for him, like that was just awesome.
That's why I didn't watch. I don't want to get sucked in. I can stay bitter if I don't watch.
Don't need that heartfelt moment. Rah!
I checked the score a few times. After the Bears game, I needed a break from football anyways. So, like,
I mean, I'm a Dolphins fan, so my season's been over long ago.
yeah.
We're getting the defensive coordinator from Green Bay that allowed how many 20-some points allowed in the fourth quarter at a playoff game? Fantastic. What could go wrong?
It's all right. I'm a Colts fan. My season ended when Daniel Jones' Achilles ended. So
It's the Riley Leonard show for at least the first half of next year, right?
yeah. And we're just gonna bring everybody back.
Well, why change the thing, Mike?
Well, I mean, we've only won one playoff game in the last 9 years, so yeah, let's reward our GM by bringing him back.
Do the same thing again, then, shall we?
Yeah, we'll play the same song.
Same song, okay.
Or it can be like McDermott of the Bills, who has the highest win ratio of any Bills head coach ever, and he gets fired.
Yeah, that was horseshit.
I was kind of hoping he'd go to Miami.
Yeah. Maybe Miami hired their coach too soon.
Yeah. I'm surprised they fired him. I mean, I guess he didn't get a Super Bowl, but you can't just keep firing coaches and expect.
Yeah, I mean, he did a lot with little this year.
Yeah.
Like the Bills, like their roster keeps getting worse, yet they keep making the playoffs. But yeah. Fire that guy.
Right on cue, Trevor's talking like he's tired of football chat, and then we're like, let's keep talking about football. Yes, Chris, come to Popicon in South Bend in a week and a half.
Yeah, horseshit.
Yeah, tell us in person.
Oh, shut down the rundown. Yeah, Chris. I haven't seen Chris in a minute. Because he didn't show up to Tabletop Adventure Con this year, so.
He did.
No.
Yep, I hear that, Mike.
Dang.
Yeah.
Do we want to run them down one more time?
I mean, we pretty much did a rundown.
You're fine.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Cool beans.
So come join us.
Come join us. It'll be fun to see some people IRL.
Yeah.
What?
Boo.
Crazy talk.
Overrated.
When I'm down to just my socks, what time it is? It's business time. That's why they're called business socks.
That's right.
I have issues with that.
Did Flight of the Conchords?
Oh, I saw that. Yeah. Or we got to get
awesome.
to the Greek somehow, Bob.
Get to the Greek. Sure.
For those of you in the rest of the country that are going to experience the snowstorm, I'll make sure I'll send you on your way the only way I know how. Superstorm mode.
Superstorm mode.
I know. I got to get home before the storm hits.
Mr. Part-Time, you want to take us out of here then?
I sure will. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for being here and checking us out like you do every Wednesday. Make sure you give that video a like. Give us a subscribe if you haven't, but you probably have because you're cool like that. Also, we do have a Patreon. If you'd like to support the channel financially, you could do that. Check out our buddy Tony Lahorn. Look at all of his goodies and offerings. Support your independent publishers. And for the Board Game Rundown, I've been Tim.
Bob.
Mike,
We will see y'all next week.
bye.
Bye.
Do you like to party?
I do like to party.
I also like to party.
I like to party.
A 7.3.
This is a great party.
Repeating.
We should party more often.
Heating.
I do like to party.
Okay.
I also like to party. I also like to party.
I like to party. I like to party.
We should party more often.
Okay.
This is a great party.
Okay.